Welcome back to John's Music. Today's video is an interesting topic where a lot of customers face this issue with their electroacoustic guitar. A lot of times, electroacoustic guitar, when plugged into an amplifier, gives very uneven sound in your speaker or even in live performance. So we are trying to rectify that issue. We'll go step by step about how this issue occurs, why this issue occurs, and then how to rectify and get the right sound out of your guitar. Let's get right to it. So the issue that we're talking about in today's video is uneven sound. We had uploaded a reel on our Instagram. If you want to check a quick video of this, you can do that as well. This video is, however, a detailed video of this issue as well as how to rectify it. This video is very helpful for guitarists who do not have a music store around them. However, this is primarily intended to people who want to fix this issue and they do not have an access to a technician. If you are around Mumbai and Pune, our workshop is in both the locations. You can bring these guitars to us to fix this issue. So what is the issue that we are talking about today? Uneven string sound. Now I'm going to put the volume on and the speaker is connected. I'm going to play and you can notice the sound difference. Once again. Now if you see one or two strings out of this did not have enough volume like the others. For a good sweet sound, you want the bass strings as well as the treble strings to sound very good. Now this issue occurs in several manners. Sometimes we get the first high two strings or one string. This side of the string might have less volume. Sometimes it's this side or sometimes it's also in the center. So many people assume that this is a pickup issue. Some people assume that it's a string issue. It's neither of these issues, it is the saddle issue. So to explain, we'll just remove the saddle and find out what is the issue. Generally, there are three types of pickups. The most commonly found is the piezo pickup. That means you will have a wire underneath your saddle over here. Sometimes you will find this as a stiff one like you can see over here. Sometimes it's a very flexible wire, just like a string. So what kind of piezo is not very important over here. The issue is with the saddle. The other types of pickups are magnetic pickups and some are even contact pickups. That's a small thing stuck inside your guitar. Both these pickups will not have this kind of an issue. This is generally a piezo issue only. So what is happening here? This is the saddle on which the strings are sitting well, and this is in contact with your piezo over here. So ideally, this should be in contact 100%. If the saddle is uneven a little bit, it's not having full contact with the piezo wire. This is the reason that you're finding uneven sound from your string out. This uneven sound can also happen to one more issue. In case you find any small wood particle or any dust particle which is lying around near the wire, that also leads to improper contact with the saddle. So check for that first. You can also remove this and check for any kind of dust inside. You can simply blow the dust particles away and put the piezo wire back into the slot. Now remember, there should not be any kind of filling material between the piezo wire and the saddle. That is one another reason where you are not getting good sound out of your guitar. A lot of people, if they want to raise the saddle for a better action, they end up putting packing over here. That is not the method. You have to put packing underneath the piezo wire. So nothing in between the piezo wire and the saddle. Now coming to understand whether the saddle is straight or not. Simply put it against the side of a scale so then you can understand if the saddle is having any kind of issue. You can avoid doing this because sometimes even the scales are a little bent. The sides make a very easy way to understand. Now it's not very easily visible in the camera, but then you can see this saddle is a little uneven. This can happen either from the factory sometimes it can be after an action adjustment by somebody who's not done it right. This issue can occur. So our first and foremost goal is to get the saddle flat. Now how to get the saddle flat is by the use of a sanding paper. Please never use to sand on top, it's always at the bottom of the saddle. So we have a sanding machine over here, but however you can simply buy sandpaper with 80 or 120 grit paper. You can even keep it on a flat surface like a granite top or a glass top to be even better. And simply hold the saddle and start moving back and forth. Now, very important instruction is put equal weight on the saddle. Do not just hold one end. Otherwise, this end will keep rubbing off more than the other end. So put even weight. My first finger is putting weight on this side and the other finger is putting weight on the back side. So keep doing this. Make sure the saddle is 90 degree. Do not tilt your hand here and there. Make sure that you do not use a sanding paper on any soft surface. You will run into more problems than solving it. After doing it for a while, you can check whether the saddle is coming back into shape. You can take a visual clue or use a scale. Now simply keep this against a scale to check if it's flat. It looks almost flat to me. A little difference over here maybe, so giving it a couple of sanding little more. I think that should be fine for this. Alright, now after the sanding is done, just clean up the extra dust that occurs due to the sanding. You don't want those kind of little particles going into this again. Put the saddle firmly, well and nice. And after that, put on the strings and we'll do the sound check. Now the guitar strings are on, it's tuned as well. We have to check once more if the sound is come more even. Still a little unevenness is found. This issue might not be because of the flat saddle. It also happens that during the tuning, the saddle moves a little bit. So for this, we have to knock the saddle down with maybe a wooden piece so that it doesn't harm the saddle, and a hammer. Keep this in between the strings and make sure you switch off and do a small hammering. So now let's check the sound right after we knock the saddle down. Now this even sound is back. We are not having any issues with uneven sound. We can play notes on the guitar and we can find it. So we are having pretty much even sound now. That knocking off the saddle is also an important step in case you are not able to achieve. Remember, knock gently. Do not knock too harsh on the guitar. When the strings are being tuned, it pulls the saddle up a little bit and sometimes it requires seating down. And that's why the knock. Use a wooden piece. Please do not use any sharp objects to keep here, otherwise your saddle gets damaged. So that was the solution that has to be done for a very common problem found on electroacoustic guitars. Saddle is the culprit over here. Usually this doesn't occur by itself. This occurs either as a factory error, a small possibility, or else this occurs after an action adjustment where a saddle sanding is already done. An improper sanding is what leads to this. Some kind of particles which is within that saddle slot, that also can cause an issue. We hope that this video helped you to solve this issue if you had this in case. We are hoping to do more such videos where we educate to solve little problems of the guitars. And in case you need videos about such educational content on any other topics, please do feel free to leave a comment and we'll surely consider it. In case you are afraid to do this kind of a setting and the knocking, you can definitely bring this guitar to our stores. Our store is located in Kalyan, Mumbai, and in Pune, NIBM. If you have any further queries regarding this or any other issue, please feel free to call or WhatsApp and call support. We are available to help you guys out. So thank you again for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more product reviews and educational content like this. Please consider sharing this video in case any of your friend or a guitarist needs help as well. See you soon with some more cool videos. Until then, bye bye.